I'm Isaac, the new general manager of the US market, and it's so great to be here with all of you today. I've been with doTERRA for 10 years now, and this is actually my first time at this event, and I have to say it's such an honor to be here with all of you who built doTERRA into this amazing thing that it is today, and also to meet with so many new people who are excited about the future and ready to build for the future together with us. Today, I'm going to be introducing doTERRA's compensation plan Elevated, which we'll be launching this summer. As I do so, I want to acknowledge that there are probably many feelings in this room about this change. Changing a compensation plan is a big deal for a direct sales company. We are very excited about the change, and I've talked to so many of you who are excited as well. But we know some people feel apprehension, nervousness, and of course have some questions. With that in mind, I'd like to take a few minutes this morning for you to understand exactly why we are making these changes. From the start, we have been completely transparent about why we are doing these things, and that continues with all of you here today. The first thing I want you to know is that the updates we are announcing today are not in any way a move away from direct sales. At a time when other companies are leaving the industry, we are doubling down. And we have watched in amazement and some sadness as we have seen other companies abandon this model that we believe in so much. Our commitment to you runs deep, from what Emily said this morning to people like me and throughout our entire organization. We have never had a discussion about abandoning you for another channel, and we never will. Second, doTERRA is committed to paying 48% of commissionable volume to you, our wellness advocates, as Emily mentioned earlier. This has been our target from day one. As far as we can tell, we are paying more than any other direct sales company, and we have no intention of changing that. Third, we are proud of who we are and what we have accomplished, but we believe the future is even brighter than the past. We have no problem acknowledging that today, doTERRA isn't at its peak sales in North America, and that is okay. This is business. There are ups, there are downs, but we are excited about the future, and this compensation plan is one part of that. Finally, it's worth noting that doTERRA's compensation plan has been remarkably successful now for over 17 years. With these changes, we are enhancing, we are improving, and in a few cases, we are making necessary adjustments to protect for long-term sustainability. But the bones of the plan are the same. It's fast start, it's power of three, it's unilevel, and it's pools. With that backdrop, some of you may still ask, okay, great, so why are we changing the plan? Well, let me tell you. In March of last year, shortly after this event, we sent a survey to everyone who joined in Nashville or watched online last year. At the time, we were contemplating a change to the compensation plan, and we wanted to know what you thought. We asked, do you believe a change in the compensation plan without adding any new money could benefit you and your business? And we were actually pretty surprised when 80% of you said yes. We then asked, well, what would you like us to change? And these were the answers that you gave us. The number one response, pay more to my early active builders. The second, take away some of the friction points in power of three. The third, pay more to platinums, make it more incentivizing to reach platinum rank. The fourth was to do something about these blessed, blocker, lucky accounts that exist in direct sales companies. And the fifth was to add more flexibility for rank. When you get feedback like that from a group like this, you have two options. You can do nothing, or you can do something. And we decided to take the plunge and to make a change to our compensation plan. This was last year in March. The very first step for us was to decide exact objectives, what we wanted to try to accomplish with this change. And we identified 6 things. The first was to pay more to your early active builders by creating a clear path for someone to earn $500 a month with doTERRA. The second was to revamp Power of Three to be more flexible and to improve your experience in earning this bonus. The third was to reduce leader dependency, your dependency, on personally enrolled members to achieve rank. The fourth was to increase the incentive to reach platinum. The fifth, to strengthen earning potential for most active builders all the way across ranks. And the sixth was to resolve a power of three misalignment issue where, in some cases, in some countries around the world, we overpay our financial target on power of three. With these six objectives, we then went to work. And boy, did we work. We basically settled into a cycle of talking to leaders, of looking at data, having internal conversations, and repeating again and again and again. In total, we spent over 10,000 hours working on this initiative. I didn't actually believe that number, and someone showed me the math, and it turns out it was true. We've talked to over 500 leaders. We've talked with every general manager and tried our best to talk to leaders all across the globe for doTERRA. And we worked heavily with a consulting team who's done dozens of these types of transitions in the past. The final result, finalized in January of this year, was Compensation Plan Elevated. Over the past 2 months, we've done over 50 trainings for people in this room so that everyone would have a chance to hear about the compensation plan before you arrived here in San Antonio. Now, here at Leadership Retreat, we're turning the conversation to strategy. Specifically, we hope how you will see how this pairs so well with our product strategy based around foundational wellness and the great retention that that will bring for your customers. For the next 10 minutes, I'm going to do a quick, high-level walkthrough of each of the compensation plan changes. This is not intended to be a deep dive into each of them, but it's intended for you to be able to sit back, hear all of the changes, think about questions you have, and take those questions or ideas into the mastermind zone that will be available this afternoon and tomorrow. These slides, by the way, have already been uploaded into the DMK, so you can get all this information there. Let's start with the change to what we are calling volume-based power of three. This is designed to be more flexible with no need for 3 people to place 100 PV orders every month. Our intent is that this change will allow you to sell customers what they need and not what you need to buy them to buy in order for you to earn your bonus. We also hope that this will simplify your month-end process. Volume-based power of three is accomplished by establishing what we are calling power of three pods, which is a new term to describe rewards order volume on your front line. Here you can see a graphic representation of that. Pods must be made up of 500 of rewards order volume, and 80% of wellness advocates today have that amount of volume on their front line. The level 3 bonus is being reduced by 15%. This is being done to directly resolve the one part of doTERRA's plan that currently overpays its intended target, and it puts us on great financial footing for the future with our compensation plan. As part of an effort to offset that change, there are 2 pieces of good news. First, everyone will have a chance to earn back to the 1,500 and more through the power of 3 boost, which I'll talk about in a second. And second, the new pod structure will make it so your power of 3 structure will not break if someone within the structure decides not to place their 100 PV order. This will be a huge benefit to you. Finally, under the new power of 3 rules, 100 of the 500 LRP pod must be personally enrolled in order to earn cash bonus from power of 3. This affects about 20% of level 1 earners today, and they will have time to adapt. We're happy to talk to all of you about this in the mastermind zone today. The second area of change is the introduction of what we are calling the power of 3 boost, our answer to your request to increase earning potential for early active builders. This will have a significant impact on elites and premiers' income, especially for those who earn the $250 boost. It also creates a path to earn $500 a month with doTERRA, something you're going to be hearing a lot about this week. The Power of 3 Boost will be funded by removing level 1 of Unilevel, which currently pays out in an average of $7 increments to hundreds of thousands of wellness advocates every month. It's not very efficient. Additionally, a growth requirement on Unilevel will shift the deepest 2 levels of Unilevel from these lucky accounts to pay to more to actively growing builders. The thresholds that we've set for these requirements are set in a way that they primarily impact stacked elites, or elite accounts that have been created by work done by those underneath them. The money that is saved from that will go right back into the pool, with 0.25% going into the empowerment pool, 0.5% going into the performance pool, and we're adding platinums to that pool, which will give platinum rank an opportunity to earn $1,000 more per month. The final update is something we're calling rank compression, which will allow platinum and above wellness advocates to reach rank using the closest qualifying member of each sponsor leg, as long as the qualifier is in their enrollment tree. The simplest way to think about this is that when you reach platinum and higher ranks, you no longer need to have personal enrollment of your qualifiers, but you can qualify using any wellness advocate in a sponsor leg, as long as they are in a line of enrollments that was started by you. Rank compression has a wide variety of benefits, which you can see here, but in short, what we love about this is it increases the amount of freedom you have in who you want to work with. You can work with who you want to build your business, and they can benefit you for rank. Now, in my last 3 or 4 minutes here, I want to cover a few resources that we have been preparing to help you as we roll out this compensation plan in the coming months. First, the marketing assets. All of these that you see on this board are available for you right now in the DMK, and you can scan this QR code to access them. These include PDF forms of the new compensation plan document, summary of changes, podcasts that you can quickly send to people, and a variety of other resources as well. The second important set of resources we're making available to you are in the virtual office. And right now, I want you to know about 3 key reports that you should use as you prepare to transition your team for this new plan. The first is called the Personal Growth Volume Report. This is what the Power of 3 Boost is based on. Currently, this report is available in the Quick Links section of the virtual office, and you can go there to see your personal growth volume, who contributes to it, when they enrolled, and so on. There is a very similar report called the Team Growth Volume Report, which is also available in the Quick Links section of the virtual office and will allow you to see your team growth volume, who contributes to it, when they enrolled, and so forth. The last report is coming in several weeks, and we're calling it the Comp Plan Transition Report. This will be your one-stop shop to go in and look at your team. So if you want to know who is maybe short on their Power of 3 pod volume, this is the report where you can see it. Or who might be impacted by the unit-level growth requirement, it will all be here in this report. When we release this report in mid-March, we will send a full email so everyone can see how to use this report. We also are working on another set of reports, which I'm not going to go into detail now, but I wanted to give you a sneak peek of what they will look like. The first is an upgraded Power of 3 tool, which is, I think, pretty beautiful compared to what we have today, and the team has worked very hard on this. And the second is a rank tracker report, which will include rank compression and will show you exactly where you are each month as you work towards achieving rank. Finally, there is still a lot of training to be done. Right? Your teams need to understand the compensation plan, and we want to make sure you feel prepared to share about it with them. The first opportunity to get training, as I mentioned, is right here at Leadership Retreat, and we encourage you to come to the Mastermind Zone this afternoon and tomorrow, and we will all be there ready to talk to you and to help answer your questions. Additionally, starting next week, we will continue to hold trainings every Monday, which we will be doing for the next several months. For the last couple weeks, we've been holding 3 trainings per day, and we will continue to do that for the next couple weeks as well. And we will send all this out in an email so you have easy access to the links to get on these trainings. Finally, although the new compensation plan won't go into effect until this summer, there is one component that we have decided to bring forward, and that is the Power of 3 Boost. We've done this through the Boost Your Business promotion, which is live and available to you right now. In fact, we were just looking at the numbers last night. Over 1,700 people qualified for the Power of 3 Boost in February, and they're going to get paid in a couple of weeks. I'm excited to announce that we will be extending this promotion, which is currently set for just February and March. We will be moving it until the compensation plan launches. Please feel free to hit this QR code to learn all the details of this promotion. I've talked to so many of you already who are using this, and this can be a resource for you right now. To wrap up, I just want to say thank you so much from the very beginning. All of you have supported us as we have tried to make these changes. We know this is something we can only do together, and you have risen to the occasion in such a great way. So thank you, doTERRA. Enjoy the rest of your day.